the Mandela effect and its importance to um, finding and observing who is a satanic lab creation, robot clone, weaponized humanoid biohazard, and how everything comes together. So, see, what the Mandela effect is, I'm going to give you my example. There is a restaurant name. I don't want to say the name here. And when I walked by the restaurant chain, it changed. I thought they are rebranding. I thought they changed their patent. Sorry. I thought they changed their patent. And I thought they're gonna do like this new rebranding. Like I was sure it was spelled a specific way. And it is actually the type of restaurant, that the ones who knew that it was spelled a little different, it kind of bothered all of us that it was spelled a certain way. And like I said, I thought they finally added the letter to make it not weird. And turns out apparently it was always spelled that way. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. We all remember it was spelled a specific way. So if I want you guys to really marinate and understand that if they have the technology to literally change that a restaurant name was always spelled a certain way when I 100% know I knew it was spelled a certain way to the extent that I thought they changed the patent, they're rebranding, they're doing a new business brand deal. I thought it was something. I'm like, you argue with yourself till you turn blue or purple. There is no way that restaurant was always spelled the way it's spelled now. And like I said, if two things to think about. If there so the restaurants and the movie names, we know because we remember, by the restaurants and movie names we remember what has changed, so we can kind of like compute and conclude what has changed. But imagine what we also don't know and didn't realize have actually changed, that we cannot tell at this point in time. So that's number one. And number two, please actually like sit back and marinate what the kind of technology it would take and what kind of technology they actually have. The fact that they have been able to do this and the fact that they actually succeeded at doing this, because like I said, there's a lot of restaurant names, there's a lot of other stuff, movie names, restaurant names, like how long people have been alive, just all this stuff. Like I remember, everyone remembers. And if they change, if they're able to change with that type of technology, imagine what technology that they have that they don't know about. So that's how it goes hand in hand with the idea of this NPC or robot clone people. But this is the thing, the robot clone people, they're not just there for like as a filler person. A lot of times they can be, but a lot of times they are weaponized and they are activated to commit either a certain crime or a certain attack, whether it's on random people or someone that the satanic diaper clinic purposely is will purposely send it to and activate it through their eyes. That's why sometimes I'm walking on the street, I think I said in the other video, but I have people, they look at me, and this is even before I made the YouTube, so it's not because like people recognize me or whatever, but sometimes I'm walking and I have people looking at me like, so I started to conclude that when they're looking at me like that, somebody's sitting behind a lab on the computer and activating them and turning them to look at me through the computer through their eyes. So that's why the Mandela effect and the technology is very important to keep in mind, because like I said, if they have Mandela effect technology to that extent that it's that successful, can you imagine what else they have? And yes, they do have labs to create these robots and clones, which is real. So that's something that we really need to think about and not forget.